To do in French, to do is faire, faire.
Faire.
This is F-A-I-R-E. So we have another verb ending R-E, like attendre, to wait, perdre, to lose, although it does sound quite different now. Faire. Fact is related to faire, to do. Fact is something done, or to perfect, which means like to completely do. Faire, to do.
Faire.
What do you want to do?
Quoi faut-tu faire?
Que veux-tu faire? Good. So we had que at the beginning and we made the inversion. Que veux-tu faire? But we can also avoid that inversion using quoi. We could say, you want to do what?
Tu veux faire quoi?
Tu veux faire quoi? And they want, what does they want?
Ils veulent.
Good. Why don't they want to do it? So divide the idea up. The first bit is why don't they want? Think only about that now.
Pourquoi ils ne veulent pas
To do it.
le faire?
Very good. Pourquoi ils ne veulent pas le faire? And what if you were to make the inversion there? Why don't they want to do it?
Pourquoi ne veulent-ils Pourquoi ne veulent-ils pas le faire?
Very good. Very good. Now, ils veulent with the inversion makes us hear the T on the end of veulent-ils. Pourquoi ne veulent-ils pas le faire? So we've seen two principal ways of asking what in French. We could have que in sentences that we make an inversion with. What do you want? Que veux-tu? Or quoi when it goes on the end, like in you want what? Tu veux quoi? Or quoi also we use when we pair with another word, no, like pourquoi, why, or de quoi, of what, about what. It's also very common in French to hear qu'est-ce que for what. Qu'est-ce que? This is literally what is it that? So we have que, what, is, and these contract to form que. Then we have ce, like in the expression c'est la vie, that's life. If you've heard that, c'est la vie. So ce means something like this, that, or it. And then que again, but this que is that. So we get que est ce que, literally, what is it that? And that contracts to qu'est-ce que, qu'est-ce que. So this is also used like what. So if you want to say, what do you want using qu'est-ce que, what you're actually saying is, what is it that you want? So how would you do that? What do you want? What is it that you want?
Qu'est-ce que tu veux?
Qu'est-ce que tu veux? Good. We don't have a contraction anymore, no, because that's included in qu'est-ce que. Qu'est-ce que already has a contraction. What is it that you want? So then we just follow up with the statement you want. Qu'est-ce que tu veux? What do you want to do?
Qu'est-ce que tu veux faire?
Qu'est-ce que tu veux faire? So when we use qu'est-ce que, we don't have to worry about making any inversion. That's already been dealt with and done in this qu'est-ce que, which we can think of as a fixed expression. What do they want to do using qu'est-ce que?
Qu'est-ce qu'ils veulent faire?
Very good. But you would also have a contraction there between qu'est-ce que and ils. Qu'est-ce qu'ils, qu'est-ce qu'ils, qu'est-ce qu'ils veulent faire?
Qu'est-ce qu'ils veulent faire?
What do they want to eat?
Qu'est-ce qu'ils veulent manger?
Qu'est-ce qu'ils veulent manger? Or if we're talking about just females, qu'est-ce qu'elles veulent manger? What are they eating? What is it that they are eating?
Qu'est-ce qu'ils mangent?
Qu'est-ce qu'ils mangent? Qu'est-ce qu'ils mangent? To buy is acheter, acheter.
Acheter.
Or acheter.
Acheter.
So this is spelled A-C-H, no, which gives us sh, E-T-E-R. And that middle E, that E in the middle, is a bit swallowed. It's very weak, depending on the dialect and the speed of the sentence and, you know, what words are surrounding it. You will very often hear acheter. You could hear acheter or acheter. A bit like the word for now, which we saw is maintenant or maintenant. That also had an E there in the middle that, you know, depending on the pronunciation, we might hear or we might not. But to buy is most commonly heard as acheter, acheter.
Acheter.
And when you say I buy, the same will happen as what happened with appeler and j'appelle, je m'appelle, I am called, my name is. The E will change sound. So that E that can be totally disappeared in acheter now becomes clear and pronounced. And it has a written accent on it. J'achète.
J'achète.
Good. So in this form, for example, j'achète, the E has an accent written on it now to make sure that we really pronounce it. So whilst we can have acheter, the to form, now we need that E when we say j'achète. How about you buy?
T'achètes.
Tu achètes. So whilst we don't generally contract tu, we do contract je when we follow it with a vowel. J'achète, j'appelle. What are you buying? What is it that you are buying?
Qu'est-ce que tu achètes?
Qu'est-ce que tu achètes? She buys,
Elle achète.
elle achète. And they buy, females,
Elle s'achète.
zachète. That S between vowels will sound like a Z. Elles achètent. So here we hear the difference now between she buys and they buy because this verb starts with a vowel. Elle achète, she buys, and elles achètent, they buy. Very good. What are they buying? What is it that they're buying?
Qu'est-ce que il cachète? Il s'achète.
Well, here actually we would have the liaison and the contraction, all forming one clump. Qu'est-ce qu'ils achètent? Qu'est-ce qu'ils achètent? And with just que, how would it be if you were just to use que for what? What are they buying? What buy they?
Que achète-il? Que achète-il?
Good. So we have the T of acheter, acheter, no? And then the T on the end of the ENT, we hear that too. But something else would happen here also. The que and achète, acheter will contract. So we would get qu'achète-t-il, qu'achète-t-il, que achète-il, without contractions and liaisons, qu'achète-t-il. And with quoi, how would you say that with quoi? What are they buying? They're buying what?
Quoi ils s'achètent? Non, ils achètent quoi?
Good. Ils achètent quoi? Elles achètent quoi? And of course, que also means that, in the sense of, I know that you want to buy it. What does I know related to sapien in Homo sapien? Well, that gives us the first sound of it anyway. I know.
Je sais.
Je sais. I know that you want to buy it.
Je sais que tu veux l'achètes.
Now it's to buy.
Je sais que tu veux l'acheter.
Je sais que tu veux l'acheter or l'acheter. Most commonly l'acheter. So we have a contraction of le and acheter, l'acheter. I know that you want to buy them. I know that you want to buy them.
Je sais que tu veux les acheter.
Je sais que tu veux les acheter, les acheter. Very good.